Welcome to CHCPRT 025, Identify and Report Children and Young People at Risk. In this unit, you will learn how to recognize signs of abuse and neglect, respond appropriately, and report concerns in line with legal and organizational requirements. As an educator or support worker, you have a duty of care to protect children and young people. This means you must take action if you suspect a child is at risk of harm. This unit is critical for anyone working in early childhood education, community services, health, or youth work settings. You are not expected to investigate or prove abuse. Your role is to recognize concerns, document them, and report them correctly. Throughout this unit, we will guide you through real workplace practices to help you feel confident in handling these situations. In Australia, child protection is governed by state and territory legislation. You must always follow your service policies and reporting procedures, as well as legal requirements. Failing to report concerns can place a child at further risk, so it is essential that you understand your responsibilities. Let's begin with Element 1. Identify children and young people at risk. Children at risk may show physical, behavioral, or emotional signs. These can include unexplained injuries, changes in behavior, withdrawal, fearfulness, poor hygiene, or developmental delays. You may also observe signs in families such as domestic violence, substance abuse, or neglect. It is important to observe carefully and remain objective. Do not make assumptions. Focus on what you see and hear. For example, if a child frequently arrives with bruises and appears anxious when going home, this may be an indicator of possible harm. Your responsibility is to recognize these signs and take them seriously. Once you observe signs or indicators, you must document them. Documentation must be accurate, detailed, and factual. This means writing exactly what you observed without adding opinions or assumptions. For example, instead of writing, "the child was abused," you would write, "the child had a bruise on their upper arm," and stated, "my dad grabbed me." Documentation must follow your organization's policies and legal requirements. This ensures that information can be used appropriately if further action is required. When speaking with children, you must use appropriate communication techniques. Remain calm, supportive, and non-leading. Allow the child to speak freely and do not ask suggestive questions. For example, instead of asking, "Did someone hurt you?" you might say, "Can you tell me what happened?" This helps ensure the child's voice is heard without influencing their response. Now let's move to Element 2, report indications of possible risk of harm. Once you have identified and documented concerns, you must report them. Reports must be completed accurately and in detail, following your service policies. Confidentiality is critical. Information must only be shared with authorized people. You must use the correct reporting process for your state or organization. In many cases, this may involve reporting to a supervisor, child protection helpline, or relevant authority. It is important to act promptly. Delaying a report may place the child at further risk. Always follow the correct reporting pathway and document that the report has been made. Remember, reporting is not optional. It is a legal and ethical responsibility. Now, let's look at Element 3, apply ethical practices in work with children and young people. Children have rights, including the right to be safe, respected, and heard. You must always act in the best interests of the child. This means placing their safety above all else. You must also maintain professional boundaries. This includes not sharing personal information, not forming inappropriate relationships, remaining professional at all times. Ethical practice also means speaking up when something is not right. If you observe unethical behavior from a colleague, you must report it. This may include ignoring signs of abuse, failing to report concerns, or behaving inappropriately towards children. Reporting ethical concerns protects children and ensures accountability within your workplace. Let's look at a practical example. A child becomes withdrawn and stops engaging in activities. You notice they have not been eating and appear tired. You document your observations over several days. You speak with the child in a calm and supportive way, allowing them to share if they feel comfortable. You then report your concerns to your supervisor following your service's reporting procedure. This is an example of appropriate professional practice. You observed, documented, communicated, and reported. In summary, this unit teaches you how to identify signs of risk, document and report concerns, and apply ethical practices in your work. Remember, you are not alone. Always seek support from your supervisor or team when needed. These skills are essential to protecting children and young people. Your actions can make a significant difference in a child's life. Now it's your turn. Work through your learning materials, complete your assessments, and reflect on how you will apply these practices in your workplace. If you need support, your trainer is here to help. Together, we can create safer environments for children and young people.